Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I just felt like doing another forecast. Let me check my
Hi,
sound.
everyone.
Okay, sound is working. And I thought, I wanted to look at some of these World Economic Forum puppets. I thought, which one should I do? I think I'll start with Trudeau. I don't follow him very closely or anything, but, he is tied to Harry and Meghan and all that. So I thought let's take a look at him today and see what comes out. I mean, I may get nothing, I may get something. I don't know. We'll find out. But it's a real quick recap here what's going on with Trudeau. So he is such a he's like a fool and a viper. He's a foolish viper. So we know that Trudeau has given $15 million in Canadian taxpayer money to the Invictus Games, Harry and Meghan. Mhm. Most of the news uses the title Canadian government gives Harry, Victus Games 15 million. It's like, no, it's Trudeau giving Harry and Meghan 15 million. Let's get real here. We know what's really going on. So there's that. And then apparently Trudeau, this is going back to March 2022. He made some kind of power grab where he wants to stay prime minister until 2025. And that's the next Invictus Games too, by the way. So there's that. And then there was the foolish actions of these people are just crazy. These World Economic Forum brainwashed, maybe they're mind controlled or something. He's absolutely crazy. So it says he was in the UK for the Queen's funeral, and he got drunk and he sang Bohemian Rhapsody in his London hotel right before the Queen's funeral. I mean, what kind of idiot is this guy? Look at him. This is the leader, can make fun of all these World Economic Forum leaders, whether it's Dementia Biden or whoever else. They're all just um, idiots. I mean, they're all just insane, deranged puppets. And this is part of the demoralization to upset people, it's believed. It's a military kind of thing. From what I heard, it's meant to demoralize and upset people. So you get upset and you riot, and then they come down with their martial law. But apparently Trudeau's going through some tough times. I don't know how legit this is. Maybe some Canadians can fill me in. But according to mainstream media in the US, or BBC here in this case, which I don't trust any of these news sources, but anyways, they're saying that Trudeau is on trial basically because for the emergency powers that he used during the Freedom Convoy. There's a public inquiry into his unprecedented use of Federal Emergencies Act to end the protests against the vaccine mandates and COVID measures in Ottawa. By the way, I heard Biden just renewed emergency in the US so they can keep pushing the whats on people. So apparently he's answering questions about this for whatever it's worth or whatever ends up resulting in. Says a public, because this article's from Wednesday, so it just came out. Public Order Emergency Commission begins 6 weeks of hearings on Thursday that'll examine the Trudeau government's decision to declare public order emergency and circumstances that led to the declaration and measures put in place by Ottawa to clear the protests. Yeah, see, Trudeau goes and kneels for BLM during 2020 when they're attacking everything and protesting. But when the truckers came out, he irrationally ran and hid like the piece of coward that he is, the chicken that he is. Ran and hid, and then he said, "Oh, they're terrorists." He called Canadian citizens terrorists. When we all know it's the projection there. He is the terrorist and destroying the country like Biden. Hearings will last until November 25th. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So I figure let's do a general forecast on this fool. Hi, Justin. Hi, Lady of the Lake. Yeah, he's awful, isn't he? He's so nasty. He's a male Meghan Markle. He is a masculine Meghan Markle. Well, Meghan Markle's pretty masculine, but he's definitely a Meghan Markle twin. You know, they're all the same nasty, vicious, power hungry, diabolical, insane, disturbed, mentally ill, in my opinion. And this is all for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget to anyone do your own research. So I gotta remember to say that. Hopefully, it'll keep my channel up. So yeah, I think I should do another forecast, see what comes out, see if we get anything here. So let's see. So I'm gonna do my two-layered forecast here. Start with the anchor part. How's it feeling in general here? This real quick. That's his present experience, what he's going through. Oh, judgment. Yeah, well, he is going through the public inquiry right now, so feeling pretty judged right now. But this can also be about a new beginning. Maybe he's planning a whole new set of lockdowns, you know, like these. That's what they want. You know, these globalists aren't stopping. They want, well, this is a new world order. He's still working towards that. They're all working towards that. Yeah, I think that's still very much heavily on his mind. And or this is being judged. How's it going with love and relationships? Chariot. These relationships. I say this is like political relationships, like that demon by his side. What's her name again? Freelander or whatever her that diabolical witch who wrote a book about Soros. I mean, uh, work. How's work going for him? Oh, there we go. There's Justin Trudeau's work right there. Yep, evil as always. Feeling a bit oppressed. I guess Klaus Schwab is making too many demands on him right now. All his demon cabal that supports him is the satanic group he belongs to, in my opinion. What's his general attitude or how things are going? How he's reacting? Oh, look at that hermit. Hmm. He's feeling a bit alone here, having to go it alone. You know, the World Economic Forum, you know, puts them in these positions of power, but then they're on their own to answer questions for what they've done. So he's feeling, and he's, you know, this could also show him being like trying to seem like he's a know-it-all, like he has all the answers here. Next, immediate future, how things are going. Playing the fool, doing something new here. Trying to act like I just did the emergency powers to keep Canadians safe. It was for your own good. He's like pushing it. What is he hoping for? Oh, son. Yeah, he's hoping for success here and more attention, more bungee jumping. I didn't show you the bungee jumping article. He actually went bungee jumping. It's like this is what they do. They shove it in your faces. It's like Obama and Fauci going to an elementary school and pushing the you know what's on children. They just like shoving things in our face in the media. He loves the media. He's like Meghan Markle. He loves his photo ops, you know. They love, and that's what he's hoping for. He's hoping for attention. He can't wait for this inquiry to be over, and then he can go around bragging, "See, I got away with it. I got away with being evil and oppressing you in my work." This is his work. He is evil. He wants to oppress Canadian citizens and have them suffer and bring in the Satanists and communism. How's the future going in general for this satanic freak? Oh, 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 oh! I love this. Oh, Justin, you in trouble. Oh, buckle up, Justin. Your future ain't looking so bright. Okay, I have to cackle to that. That was like, that made me happy. All right. So, yeah, yeah. Wow. Got a mixed bag here. A lot of, you know, he's politics, a lot of politics card, a lot of evil cards, judgment. He's trying something new here. Maybe that could be the power grab he did recently or whatever. He's hoping to succeed with his new world order. But it looks like his plans are being derailed up here. Or on the bad side, I shouldn't laugh too hard because this could be him coming out and doing something and totally breaking the country here and doing something radical. We'll have to look at the other cards to get a better idea. Hopefully, this is just him collapsing, but we'll have to wait and see. Could be bad news if it was an attack of some sort. So let's take a look here. What's going on in general? What's going on here? But expect the unexpected, Trudeau. That's all I gotta say. And it's dealing with his evil work, no doubt. So I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm gonna split the deck. Let's take a look in general at his forecast here, see what comes out. Let's see what we get. What will the cards show? Let's see. So, starting with in general, excuse me a second, clear my throat. So, what's his general attitude right now? What's going on? First card I get, Eight of Cups, moving on from something. Turning his back on the country there. Six of Pentacles. Money, money, money. Give me the money. Trying to explain himself. Turning back on some financial situation. King of Cups. Water sign man. Maybe that's Klaus. Is that Klaus or is it King Charles? And then Knight of Swords. Moving fast. Moving ahead fast with some kind of business deal. So he's thinking about the money. He's thinking about what am I getting for all this? What's Klaus going to be giving me? I want my paycheck, Klaus. See a man coming in and him looks like he's getting some money from somewhere, bribing someone. Maybe he's going to be bribing the people on this panel that's questioning him, and trying to bully them, threaten them too at the Knight of Swords. He's definitely fighting back. In general, he's definitely fighting. He's a fighter. He's a nasty viper fighter. So, he's going down with the ship like all these criminals. Criminals don't stop until you stop them. So he's definitely finding out who he needs to bribe. And I got a water sign man helping him here. Probably Klaus would be my guess. I mean, I don't know who else pulls his strings. Yeah. He said has been on fire this week. Highly recommend reviewing reads. Okay. Well, I mean, I think they bought. I just read a couple of articles about Harry and Meghan that they're buying a new property, and I saw that in their reads. So that's looks like it's definitely happening. But yeah, with the Boozy, I'm gonna look at Boozy and Nate, but I'm gonna do that only on Patreon because I don't want to give any help to Boozy there. Gotta be careful with these things. You're dealing with court cases. So that's gonna be a separate thing. But I'm loving that for sure. And it's all connected with Harry and Meghan and Trudeau because Trudeau is, in there with Harry and Meghan. So Trudeau's answering questions on a inquiry, and now Harry and Meghan are facing more courts. I mean, Harry's suing the Met Police and the British media, and Meghan's in a lawsuit with her sister, and now you've got Christopher Boozy and Nate the lawyer. So a lot of lawsuits flying around, a lot of legal actions going on. That's all I gotta say. Maybe it's gonna cause it to all fall down. Who knows? Let's find out. This is interesting. I hope so. That would be awesome. This all collapse. What's his home life? What's going on with his home? Oh my, Ten of Swords. Now his work can bleed over into his home as well. This can refer to his country, his work with his country. Ten of Swords. Wow. He's feeling devastated there. Nobody likes him. Everybody hates Trudeau. Oh, there's the tower again. Tower again. Wow, this is how he's feeling in his home country right now. That's how Trudeau's feeling right now, his home country. It could be his home, his wife too, possibly, right? But his family and whatnot. I mean, I'm sure his family is just like not doing well either with him or as a, parental figure or whatever. So this is how Trudeau is feeling. Pretty devastated, pretty destroyed here. Which one came first again? Oh, this one came first. So he is just so hated. I mean, has Canada ever had a more hated leader than this guy? It's going to happen next. Seven of Pentacles, getting to work, trying to push some more millions taxpayer dollars to more illicit buddies of World Economic Forum people. Six of Swords. Moving on. Moving on to the next thing. See, he doesn't even care. I mean, it's like only a hardened criminal, psychopath, narcissist like Trudeau could be so hated by people and yet still cling to power and get in front of cameras and be like, "Watch me bungee jump," like as if he's popular. Like it's almost like he still thinks, I don't know if he's on drugs or brainwashed, or he still thinks he's 20 years old, and that people, because he used to be somewhat of the like Prince William used to be as well, like a pinup boy. Everyone was like, "Oh, so handsome," but not now. You know what I mean? Not anymore. But sometimes people don't want to let that go, and I kind of get that vibe with Trudeau. Like he still thinks he's some kind of pinup boy or something. Like he's so handsome or something. hmm Just as mommy issues, yeah. Yeah, they all have mommy issues, don't they? They all have Klaus Schwab is their mommy. That's the problem. They need to get a new leader. They're all cowards. None of them are real leaders. They're just taking the orders of Klaus Schwab and George Soros. So now let's look at career. What's going on with Justin's career? Page of Cups. Telling more lies. Living in Fantasyland, fantasists. The Two of Pentacles. Going back and forth between two things here. China and Canada, maybe. See, you've spreading more lies around, though. Ooh, King of Swords. Air sign man helping him out. Could be George Soros. I kind of get a vibe, a criminal vibe. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Being overburdened by work here. So he's going back. Now, this could be him and China, or him and the World Economic Forum, whichever it is, him and the globalists, however you want to look at it. And he's getting support by them, obviously. So, Trudeau is just like he's like the little page boy here. Like, I'm Trudeau, watch me bungee jump. Yeah. But he's going back and forth and getting orders from the crafty criminal minds of the World Economic Forum and George Soros and the rest. And it's given him, he's going to have a lot more work to do going forward. Because they're still going forward with their New World Order. So he's going to be having a lot more work to do now. I don't see things going well. Not looking good. And of course, we have here, at his work base is the devil. So we know that he is taking orders from the satanic elite there. That's all I gotta say. And they're oppressing him, and they're telling him he's more afraid of them than he is of you. That's what I get. Like, Trudeau is more afraid of the World Economic Forum and what they'll do to him than he is the Canadian people. So that's what drives him. That's what keeps him going, chugging on. That's what keeps Trudeau trucking on, even though he called truckers terrorists. Yeah. He thinks he's going to get through this. They're bribing people behind the scenes with this inquiry, is what I'm getting. A lot of bribery going on, and threats, because that's what they do now. This is how they pervert justice, is they threaten the jury, they threaten the judges, This is how they go. That's what I see Trudeau doing behind the scenes with the World Economic Forum. And George Soros helping him, no doubt, as well with that. Because George Soros had a company that was one of many called Tides that supported, Antifa and everything. So he's got all kinds of little NGOs or companies of activist groups, and they do all his dirty work for him, so he keeps his hands clean, allegedly. But we all know, George Soros is behind so much. And then they all pretend like they're not paid by George Soros, but we know they are. Anyways. So personal, home. Home's looking pretty ugly. It looks like he has to, yeah. So he's gonna have to unexpectedly move on here. Again, that could be his country, home country. He might have to leave the country. That would be nice for them. Um, Career here, still sucking up to George Soros and Klaus Schwab, and whoever else he works with, Rothschilds, whoever else he works with, the World Economic Forum. All right, so let's look at love and relationships. I get Six of Wands. Look at that. Putting himself at a pedestal here, showing off this bungee jumping, maybe. Three of Wands. So he's coming up. He's trying to come up with more ideas to make himself, make himself seem like this great spouse or whatever. He's always looking for new PR to make him seem like he's so hip and cool, and have the children, young people look up to him or something. They're lying PR. Nine of Wands. He's feeling the heat here, but he's standing his ground. He's not backing down. Page of Wands. More media, more putting out more puff pieces. So I see him like focusing on relationships here and puff pieces and trying to make it seem like he's such a great guy. He's got all these friends like Harry and Meghan that he gives 15 million taxpayer dollars to. Oh. So he's still always trying. He's just like Meghan. He's so consumed with, it's like wands, wands, all wands. He's so consumed with portraying himself in the media a certain way. But since COVID, especially, people have stopped trusting or watching the mainstream media. Everybody is mistrustful of it and can see how these World Economic Forum puppets use it and abuse it to lie to people. So he's not fooling anyone, but he's still trying. He's still using the old tactics of using the mainstream media to push his alleged popularity because he wants to seem like he's so popular around the world, right? Yeah. All right, so how is the future? What does the future hold for Justine Trudeau? Next, Queen of Wands. Fire sign woman, is Megan coming to the rescue? Emperor. Oh my. This could be his Freelander woman that's by him. Yeah, 'cause he works with this government and a woman in government. Maybe she's gonna take the higher position. What if he has to step down? Would he have to step down and then she would take over? No, that wouldn't happen, would it? I don't know. There's some woman here. This could be a woman that's questioning him. That's very much influencing his future here with the government. Now I know he was accused of sexually harassing women, sexually abusing women. Maybe that'll come out again. Knight of Pentacles, holding his grounds here. Money, making money. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity here. Doing something new with this woman. Maybe him and Megan are pulling some shenanigans, or him and Freelander are back here. They're going to be doing something new here. Now, this doesn't have to be money. This could be something new that would affect people's property, Canadians' money. Now, I heard that he invested in digital currency for Canada. Look out. That's what the New World Order wants. Everybody on digital currency so they can control you everywhere. And his basic attitude, wow, Ace of Swords, truth, victory. I don't think it's the truth. These World Economic Forum chumps are never about the truth. So he's got this attitude like he's gonna win. No matter how bad things get, he's like, I've got the satanic cabal behind me. I'm gonna win. So he's just going forward. He's just got this overconfident, brainwashed attitude that he pushes ahead, keeps pushing ahead, because he's got the backing of George Soros and Klaus Schwab and all these other globalist families, that he knows that no matter how much people hate them, and they've been expecting this. I mean, Klaus Schwab said, oh, the world's going to get angrier. I mean, they were referring to the fact that they were going to be hurting people and upsetting them and killing them, in my opinion, and that of course people are going to get upset, and so they've been preparing for this. They've got their little shelters in place and whatnot. So they're still he still thinks he's going to win here. He's still got this attitude like he's going to win, and something new as well. New world order. I mean, ace and ace. So I am, and over here I got the Fool, which is also the immediate future, something new. So I do see something new coming out that he's going to do that could deal with money or land or some other practical matter that he's going to do. Now I heard, I think it was in Australia, some leader out there is threatening to bring back masks again. So that they want to bring back the tyranny. They definitely want to bring it back, it looks like. So don't fall for it. Do not comply. That's all I gotta say. He's a major narc. Yeah, yeah, for sure. He is crazy, but he's going down. I don't know. I get, especially in the area of, okay, so this is how he's feeling personally in general. He's all about the money and fighting for the money with the World Economic Forum, and he's got the help of this water sign man, who I assume is Klaus or King Charles or whoever. 'Cause King Charles is a Scorpio. Could be him, or could be Biden too. Biden's a Scorpio as well. So he's got the support of this man, and he is going to continue fighting and getting paid and bribing people. Um, he's going to keep fighting. He expects to win. He's going to fight to the end. He's going to fight until he's out. You got to take him out. That's all I got to say. It's the only way he's going to go. You got to push him out the door. He's not going anywhere. He's going to fight, and he's got the most powerful people in the world backing him, and he knows it. So even though everybody in the country hates him, everybody in the world hates him, he's going to keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, because that's what he's there for. And he's a tough Capricorn, you know. Capricorns are tough. They don't care if you insult them. You can call him every name in the book. He doesn't care. He's a Cappy. He's like, I'm in power and I'm staying here. But he's obviously very evil and very uncaring. I mean, he doesn't care about anyone. He doesn't care about who he kills, you know, in my opinion. He doesn't care about anyone's feelings. He doesn't care about the truckers suffering and their children. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. So he's tough in some ways, but he's also a coward. You know, he's definitely not brave. In the fact of like being confronted, he's still a coward, but he's not. He's going to hold on to power as long as he's backed by these globalists for sure. That's his personal, but I see him moving away. But this does Eight of Cups point to him having walked away or soon to be walking away from something that he was getting money from or trying to bribe. And again, his home life is very rocky here. He's, you know, Ten of Swords being criticized, everybody hating him, criticizing him. So, and total disruption here with his home life. So perhaps he's, you know, if the results of this inquiry are not, you know, if he wins, maybe he's going to be worried about moving homes here, because I do get in the future him moving here possibly, or, you know, I don't know. But he's going to keep moving on. I see him, you know, because I've got this movement here, like going forward, possibly, you know, maybe a foreign country even, suddenly moving quickly. So it could be that he may have to quickly evacuate his home here, possibly, what this could mean. And perhaps because of the results of this inquiry, maybe they'll let him off the hook for declaring a state of emergency, and that's going to piss off a lot of people, and they're going to go, you know, protest at his home. And of course, he will run away like the coward he is, and you know, but of course, you know, everybody hates him so much. I don't, you know, of course he's going to run. I mean, he's going to run and hide, you know. So, you know, it's not like he's representing the people or there for the people or anything. He couldn't care less about Canadians, obviously, or anyone. None of these World Economic Forum people care about anyone but themselves. It's like, this is what we want, and you're going to just suffer and deal with it, is their attitude. Because we get all the money, is what they're saying. We're going to make it happen. So, career, again, with his career, I get, you know, he's still going to be doing his little act here and being the messenger. He's a messenger. So this pages are messengers. He's a messenger of the World Economic Forum. So when you see Justin Trudeau, he's sending the message from the World Economic Forum, George Soros, Klaus Schwab, to the people. Like that's all he's doing. That's all he is. You know, he's not a leader. He's a messenger boy for the World Economic Forum, who have penetrated everything. And you can see that here, because this is what I get for his career, right? Ah. His career is he's a messenger boy for going back and forth with the globalists who are way more intelligent than him, and he's feeling burdened by them. He's very tired, overworked, burdened here by the being going back and forth with the World Economic Forum to the Canadian people, and so that's what he is. That's his career. It's continuing on. He's getting a lot more work recently because I guess they're going to be revving up new things. So he's got a lot more work to do, what they want him to do. And of course, love and relationships right here. Again, I get a lot more publicity, him showing off. Maybe you're gonna see a Christmas card or something where he's showing off with his wife there, maybe a bungee jumping, I don't know. So I see that they're working on a new publicity campaign for him because the globalists want to keep Justin Trudeau. They're not going to take him out. They're going to keep him going and keep him being the messenger boy for them. So, bringing in and acting like, hey, everybody, we got a new currency system to go with your vaccine passports. Yeah. So I see them, a lot of publicity here, a lot of boosting up Trudeau. Like, yay, Trudeau, trying to make him look good in the media. I see that happening with his wife and relationships here. And the future, the future. I do see something new, but it's going to be very disruptive to him and his home life. And it's something new he's doing in the government, something dealing with money and lands, Knight of Pentacles. And I see a woman, now a Freelander is his financial person, right? So she would be very much working with him in any kind of new digital currency system or something, right? So it could be something like that, or something else, with money. I see something with the governmental change here, something new with possible money, or with now I've also heard they're doing things with land, trying to steal people's land, claiming it, they need it for green energy or some BS or something. I don't know, but whatever the case may be, I do see him. This is the future, what the future holds. So look out for any announcements of females in Trudeau's government group there. The only one I can think of is that Freelander woman, but it could be somebody else. So look out for an announcement about trying to push something new here. They're definitely trying to push something new here. And it's no doubt World Economic Forum, New World Order related. And they plan on, getting it one way or another. This is very forceful. This is like, this is how it is, and you're just going to take it, So it's something new. So, yeah. He's hoping it's going to be a success, but it's not. I see it being very disruptive and causing a lot of chaos and anger and potential violence and protests again. So he's going to be instigating Canadians further. And he's probably not going to be safe at home. He may have to move somewhere else because I'm seeing him feeling so threatened here that he has to move somewhere else, possibly in the future. Like he's not even going to be able to stay in Canada much longer. The way things are going, And what if they take him out? Then who takes over? Is it this woman over here? Maybe Trudeau is taken out, and this woman takes over. Maybe he's kicked out, and this woman takes over for him. That could be what's new too. Possibly, because I'm seeing that there's a big change coming up in Trudeau's future here. That's very disruptive, and I get it centered around his home, but the home can also include his country, which is, being a leader of a country, if you want to call him that. I wouldn't call him a leader, more like a World Economic Forum puppet put in charge of Canada. I see something very disruptive, and I see something ending here, and I see him suddenly having to disguise himself and lie out and leave and run for his life. That's what I'm seeing. And then maybe this woman is taken over for him. But I would beware though, because this woman they may expect this, that they're going to take him out and replace him with this woman. And this woman is just going to continue doing what Trudeau was doing, is the kind of vibe I get. You get rid of one World Economic Forum puppet and they put in another one, right? So, yeah. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. So, all in all, I'm seeing a woman figuring prominently. I'm seeing him his reputation destroyed, and again and again I'm getting this idea of him, maybe being pushed away, maybe having to go away. This is on his mind. He's gonna fight it as long as he can, but he may have this could be him having to leave quickly and be gone. The water sign man could be one of the people questioning him in this inquiry. So, because I do see again, I can't help it. This future is standing out to me. His future is not looking bright here. His future, something happening, something big is happening in his future, something very disruptive, and he could be thrown out of power. I mean, that is a possibility. And then that's why I may see this coming up. This woman taking over the government. Yeah. Wow. 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 Something new. Immediate future. I see something new. I mean, this could be him looking like a fool, and it's also, something new. I mean, I don't know if Canada ever gotten rid of a prime minister before by force through an inquiry? You know, could be something that could be what's new. Yeah, something new's happening. I'm getting aces and aces and fool. So definitely something big and new and disruptive. And Trudeau's going to have to leave his home. It looks like he's not going to be safe at home. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. Things are not looking good for old Trudeau here. He's done. He's trying to go out in a blaze of glory. He's trying to go out. He knows he has to go out. He knows everyone hates him, but he's trying to do it, especially in the media, in a way that makes him look good, because he's like Meghan Markle. Like, even if you fire him and everybody hates him, as long as he has good pictures in the media, that makes him look pretty, he's happy because all he cares about is getting that close up. I mean, he's just as vain and stupid and vapid as Meghan Markle. And, they're all the same. They really are. All they care about is get some good pictures of me so that, and all that. I mean, yeah, it's just really ridiculous. No, thank you, Chicky. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm getting into I don't know, for some reason right now I'm in the mood to do forecasts. Like they're fun, entertaining, right? Yeah, he's feeling burdened now. He's feeling burdened. The evil ones are pressuring him for sure. He is evil. All right, so that is what I see for Justin Trudeau. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.